Hi guys, it's Waz with a video of the gigantuan robot thing. I forgot what I've called it now. But anyway, I've done loads of work. This is coming on in a big way, even though it is a big model, but it's coming on massively. Sorry, I'm just doing something. I've changed the look of this part here. I'll just take this front armour thing off here. So as you can see, I've rebuilt that part. This was the original one I built, and for me, this part here just wasn't wide enough. Okay, and it was a bit boring, so I built that one back there. Okay, and this one's wider, and I wanted it to be wider, and I wanted it to be slightly taller, because with that one it's not as tall, so you've got the gap here, and this, I wanted this bit to be a little bit thicker, and then I wanted these to be slightly wider. Okay, so it gave that area, so it was wider. I've also made another one which is even bigger. All right, but this is going into the to do later box, because this one's too big, and as you can see, these, what I didn't realize when I was building it is these ball, half moon ball things here were too big. They're different size to them ones. Okay, on here it looks really obvious that that one's massive and that one isn't, but when you put them side to side, which I can't do at the moment, they're only slightly bigger, but they are bigger, so they don't exactly fit that. So what I'm probably going to do with this is I'm going to make another one. So this, I think what are the gods called again? Mork and Gork, is it? Mork and Nork? I can't remember. The two gods anyway. One's called Mork and the other one's called Gork or something. Mork or Gork. Do you know what? You're all gonna be sat at home laughing your heads off or shouting, "It's called this!" But I can't remember what it's called. Mork. I know you get a Morkanaut and then you get a Gorkanaut. Is it Mork and Gork? So anyway, so my plan is to make two of these. So you'll have a Mork Stomper or Romper. I'm not allowed to call it Stomper for legal reasons, so I've got to call it a Romper. So you're going to get a Gork Romper and a Mork Romper. So yeah. Anyway, back to the video. So that's going to go back into the my box of things to do. But I just want to quickly show you. This is how I'm making these brackets stick. Okay, so you can see it's got blue tack in there. That's for that one, but you know, this one doesn't fit this one because I've not designed it to fit this one. But on this, I don't know what I'm going to put here yet. I might do an orc emblem here, a nice skull and crossbones or something, an orc skull and crossbones. That'd be quite cool, because basically this is like his pants, his armoured pants. So that sits like that. So when it's romping about, stomping on things, it's got an armour sheet there. So I'm going to put an orc emblem on that, I think, because at the moment that's the only biggest flat space I've got, and I think that'll be quite cool. I've had to glue these in because this is becoming so heavy and hard to play with. Once all this is all glued in and it's all got its little things, there's like I might as well show you now while I'm talking here. So you've got things like these, right, like piston things, and they go into the foot like that at the bottom. See how it is? Okay. So them piston things go into the foot at the bottom like that, and they give it a little bit more support. So when you stick the feet together and you put that in, that whole unit there will be a solid item. All right, so at the moment it comes apart for the ease of Trev when he casts it. Okay, so when you stick it together, it will become a real solid part, and then you build the legs how you want them. The only thing is the actual legs don't move at all. I was going to build it so you could position these legs exactly how you wanted it, so they would bend like that, but I decided not to. However, I am going to rebuild again when I build the next one. So I'm going to build the legs similar to how I've built them here, but I'm going to only build this part and then this part separately. So you'll have that part and then that part in 2 pieces. So you will be able to position the legs exactly how you want it. You can have him kneeling down. You can do you know what I mean? It's going to be epic. But for this one at the present, it's taking long enough to build it this as it is. It's going to stay like that. So I've had to glue these in for the moment, just for this video, just to give me a little bit of support. And all I've used is a hot melt adhesive glue gun. And when I finish making this video, I can just peel them apart and then peel off the glue. I was going to super glue it, but then I thought, oh no, better not, just in case it glues a little bit too well and I can't get it apart. So yeah, so this is blank at the moment, so please don't worry about that. Don't start making comments, it looks shit, all that. Yeah, I know it does look a bit crap at the moment, but I've not done any detail work on this part here. This is like my blank canvas where I'm going to do something. If you go look at one of my videos with the skull hammer, I did a skull and crossbones for the skull hammer on the side of the turret. So if you go and have a quick look at the skull hammer, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to make another one, and because that turned out really well, and I really like that skull and crossbones, and it was really orky. So that's what my plan is on that. So let's just put this to a side and let's get to the juicy bit, which is what probably everyone is waiting for. Right, so this is the body. This is the body that I made because basically the original body and head is here. I'm going to bring it on now, okay? So that I'm not going to throw this away. Trev's going to get this and he's going to cast it. So this will be available as well at some point, okay? Let's get it all in. Right, so this was the original head, and there were a few comments made, and this is why I listen to people who make constructive comments on my videos. If you don't make a constructive comment on my video and you just tell me you don't like it, blah blah blah, then I don't listen to you. But if you make a constructive comment, then I listen to you. And one of the comments were, they didn't like the position of the head. It looked too much like a human robot. They are correct. It does look a bit too much like a human robot. The head, the person who made the comment, I can't remember who it was, said the head should sit down there below the shoulders like an orc head does. And it's absolutely right. Because if you look at the orc here, sorry, my camera's not quite great. As you can see, on his head, his shoulders are that level, and his head is below, okay? Or almost plush with the shoulder blades, like it is here, look, okay? Turn it around so you can see. The person who made that comment was 100% correct. When orcs make things, they make them in their image, all right? And they don't have blueprints, so they never make the same thing twice. Okay, this is where Games Shop fails. Now, again, I'm not going to get into politics and talk about Games Workshop. Don't get me wrong, I love Games Workshop. But Games Workshop seems to dislike orcs because years and years ago, when Warhammer 40k started, the Games Workshop used to massively encourage orc fans, orc players, to build their own stuff. And they had rules to help them build their own stuff. And it was brilliant. It was amazing. You could come up with the most amazing contraptions and put them on the battlefield, and people. That's what made this game fun, and this is why orc fans are amazing people, because the imagination of an orc fan is just 20 times better than the imagination of a Space Marine fan. All a Space Marine fan does is buy the model, build the model, paint the model, wargame the model. What an orc fan does is everything but more. Okay, everything I've just said, but more. And this is me. I'm a massive orc fan, massive orc fan. So this is what I did. And I've stuck this on with a bit of blue tack as well. I've not done any detail work on the back yet, so as with this one here, it's going to be almost exactly the same as what I've done there with the detailing work. Okay, there's hardly going to be hardly any difference. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And you're now lucky, because when I did this, when I built that one, I didn't show you any work in progress stuff. All right, but now you're going to get to see what I've done. I've also put some pictures up on my Facebook account, and you can see how I started this. And it's quite clever, actually, how I do it. So if you want to go look at my Facebook, feel free. The photographs are on there, and they're pretty good. And you'll get. I mean, all I did was get the basic shape in my head. I drew a little picture on a bit of paper of what I was aiming to do. And then I just built little slots of with the plastic card there. So they're like bits, segments of it. It's quite hard to explain while I'm holding this. But if you go onto my Facebook, it'll be on there. But what I'll do is I'll make another video, not today, but when this is finished, and I'll put all the photographs all together so you can see how this is slowly progressing. And I did it the same almost with the head as well. I used certain segments of card, and then I built it up with plastic, with milliput and green stuff, and then that was it. So on this one, then this is all loads and loads of detail on this. These come out because I know some people are going to hate them, some people aren't going to hate them. But the plan is, at the moment, these are green stuffed. Right, so you can do whatever you want with these when they've been cast. So you put them in hot water, and then you can bend them up so they'll go more upwards horn shape. But what I used to make this face was the banner of the. Oh, sorry, I'm just getting up to go get it. I used the banner from the Orcs. There basically, so I wanted to copy this to a certain extent and produce this. So let me hold them side by side for you. I'm going to redo the horns again. I'm going to make another set of horns because I'm not 100% happy with the horns, but that's what I copied there. Okay, so I copied that banner there but made it obviously bigger. So I really like the shape of it, the way the cheekbones came in like that, the big teeth on it as well. And don't forget, this is where an orc's going to be sat inside, and he's going to be driving this big stompa, and traveling around the battlefield. So yeah, it's in my imagination, it's hollow, and it's got probably a load of working parts inside it with sticks and levers and all sorts of things. So it had to be fairly big. Well, it is fairly big, so there you go. So I did a load of detail work underneath as well, and on the back, and it'll just all come up when you paint it and that, and you start putting your rust paint on it and all that lot, and then I'm dribbling oil down here and stuff. It's going to look amazing. So I did inside here as well. That's so you can fit an orc in there if you've got one spare. There's going to be a hatch that's going to go on here with the thing back here. So similar to what I did there, and that's going to go there like that. And as you can see, with this part here, that's where the shoulder pads are going to go. So there's going to be some massive shoulder pads that are going to go on top of here. At the back again, it's where the engines and the exhaust is going to come out. So there's going to be some sort of exhaust stack coming from the back of the ear as well. And I'm absolutely unsure what I'm going to do with the arms yet. Don't know what I'm doing with the arms yet. It's totally, you know, I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing with the arms. So we'll have to hang fire for them. I'm either going to make arms or I'm going to make weapons. This is going to be built so you can get options to make a custom stomper, and then you can field it. So got to be quick when I do this because the blue tack will start going. So that's it at the moment. That's it at present. It's looking really, really good. So let's put a stomper next to it. So that's your stomper. Look at that. It's absolutely crazy how big it is. But people are gonna love it when they get their own, get to painting it and get doing what they do. It's gonna look fantastic. So let me just pan back a bit. So there's an orc at the bottom. So there you go. I think you can get the scale of it now. What do you think, guys? So that's it. That's the update for the moment. I'm going to still... told you. So I'm going to still do some more work. And I'm going to get playing with it. And build some... the back part. And do the back part. Once I get the shoulder pads sorted out, then I'm going to send it to Trev. And Trev's going to cast it and send me it back. And so I can build some more of it. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share and like, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.